The NRA's executive director for the Institute for Legislative Action warned about confiscation and pointed out the ultimate goal of Australia's plan. Watch this from his speech to members not long ago.
Hillary Clinton told the American people what she really believes in terms of gun policy. When she was pressed for the truth, she turned to Australia.
The Australian government, as part of trying to clamp down on the availability of automatic weapons, offered a good price for buying hundreds of thousands of guns, and then they basically clamped down going forward in terms of having, more of a background check approach, more of a permitting approach. But they believed, and I think the evidence supports them, that by offering to buy back those guns, they were able to, curtail the supply and to set a different standard for gun purchases in the future. Now, communities have done that in our country. Several communities have done gun buyback programs, but I think it would be worth considering doing it on the national level if that could be arranged.
Let's break down what she means in very real terms. Less than 20 years ago, Australia's government banned, confiscated, and destroyed 640,000 lawfully owned firearms. Here's an ad they ran in every major newspaper back then. It says, "Personal protection is no reason to have a gun. If you own a gun, which you keep to protect yourself, your family, or your property, you must dispose of it. No exceptions, no excuses." Wow, but maybe you're thinking they just went after handguns. No, that's not a handgun. It's a Remington 870 Wingmaster. They did the same thing with Ruger 1022s and almost every other popular firearm owned by lawful gun owners like you. So what happens to those of us that say, the hell with that, I just won't turn them in? They had a message for us too. Think about it now, or you could get 12 months to think about nothing else. Prison rape. That's not exactly subtle, but it's the truth. When Hillary talks about modeling America's gun policies after Australia, that's the very raw, very real future she's dreaming about.
So that was Chris Cox during the election between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. It's not Hillary Clinton now, it's the Dianne Feinsteins, Andrew Cuomo's of the world. It's the Nancy Pelosi's of the world. It's the left-wing anti-gunners who literally point to Australia using the mainstream media as this shining model as to why we need gun bans and gun confiscations. They may not use the word, but that is what they mean. And truthfully, what Chris Cox did there was chilling when he put up the ad that says if you don't turn over your firearms to the government, you could face 12 months in prison. 12 months. Well, in America, we have rights, and Americans will not stand for a government, any government, trampling our rights.